So I am starting a new series on my channel. So welcome to What I Learned This Month. Basically, every month I learn a lot of new things. I discover new ideas. I find a lot of resources and stuff. And I thought starting a series like this would be a really good idea because I would get an opportunity to document all this for myself, and you'll get an opportunity to learn from my learnings as well. So let me know what you think about this idea. Please leave a like below or comment below and let me know if this is exciting, you'd want me to continue this. I'm very excited about doing this, so I'm going to continue doing this every month. I hope you like it as well. And with that, let's begin with my learnings for the month of July. So the very first learning that I had for the month of July was the fact that it's okay to ask for more money if whatever you're offering in return is valuable. Now, I'll give you a little bit of context on what I mean by this. So you know that I run this program called Hustle Post Academy, right? It's an online training program where we teach people how to start a side hustle and convert that into their full-time career in 1 year's time. I absolutely love the product we've created. We offer a lot of value and we've seen some amazing success stories in our students as well. A lot of our students have been able to quit their jobs. A lot of them have started successful side hustles and are making a lot of money. And some people have even had life-changing, achievements, which is so amazing when I think about it. But this program, which offers like 13 courses and like weekly access to me, a lot of people supporting them, email support, like everything that we offer, there's a lot that we offer. And for all of this, for 1 full year, I was charging 7,600 rupees. That's it. That's all that I was charging all this while. And the reason why I was charging this money was in my head, I was always like, I don't need a lot of money to live. So like I would want to keep this super accessible for people. And it was a great thing to begin with. Like always loved the fact that my program was super affordable. I could have a lot of people in and was really enjoying that process. But then recently, I started thinking a lot about it. I spoke to a lot of my students. I spoke to a lot of my team members. And, we realized something. We were like, when you see two t-shirts, one is 300 rupees, the other is 3,000, you suddenly start looking at the 3,000 t-shirt as a better t-shirt or something that offers more value or something that's better in quality and all of that. And I was like, is it that because our program is priced at like such a low number, is it that a lot of people are not seeing this as a quality program, as a high level program that teaches people a lot of things? And when I asked this question to a lot of people, I actually got an answer saying, yes, we feel like this isn't as good a program as something that's 40,000, 50,000, 70,000, 80,000. And I know in my head, in my heart, that this program is absolutely amazing. So when all of this started happening, I realized that, I think it's important for me to increase the price, to match the value, to make people realize, okay, this program is nothing. It's not one of those sasta alternatives to something. It's not one of those, random touch and go programs. It's a high level, high ticket, high touch program. And there isn't anything like this in India. And we should be pricing ourselves like that. For months, I had this idea. For months, I was procrastinating. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's too scary. What will people say? What will people think? And I was just procrastinating. But then finally, 2 days back, I decided I think it's time for me to do it. So I went ahead and I increased the price of my program and I feel so happy at the end of it. I'm like, suddenly I feel like now my program is actually priced at something that makes me feel happy. It's still significantly lower for what the value it offers, but it just makes me happy, the fact that I took the step to increase the price to kind of make me feel like my efforts and everything that I was putting for this was worth it. So basically what I'm sharing here is that if you think you want to ask for an increase in your salary, or if you think you want to ask for an increase in your pay as a freelancer, if you want to ask for more money from a brand as a YouTuber, however you get paid, it's okay, go ahead, do it. Max people will say no and you can always like come back and do something else. But it's worth asking for that because you have to feel like the effort that you're putting in, you're getting the right monetary return for that as well. The second thing that I learned this month was that it's important to prioritize stuff that makes you happy, even if you feel like you're not getting much return out of it. Now, again, let me give you a little bit of context from my life. So for me, YouTubing is something that makes me very happy. Creating YouTube videos, editing, uploading, and just like being out there on camera, I feel like that's my sweet spot. That's how I started my online career, and it's something that makes me really happy. Like, just doing that is my thing. But for the last year and a half, ever since the pandemic and everything that happened, I just lost track, right? I stopped creating content. I stopped feeling, I just stopped making videos, and it didn't really impact me in any way monetarily, because I wasn't making a lot of money from YouTube anyway. And because now my time was freed up to do a lot of other things, I started making a lot more money because a lot of my energy was getting utilized there. And then very recently, I realized that while YouTube was not making me monetarily happy, like it wasn't getting me a lot of money, but somehow in my head, I just felt a lot happier creating videos. It's my sweet spot. It's something that's important for me, and it's something that really makes me happy. So I decided to prioritize YouTube content creation, and you would see that in this month, in the month of July, I have uploaded so many videos, and I am so happy about it. So basically, what the big learning here is that there will be things in your life that probably make you really happy, but maybe because you have a busy life, or that other things take priority or whatever, these things take a little bit of a backseat. But if you in your head decide that no, this makes me happy and I have to do this no matter what, you'll make time for it, and you'll actually feel a lot better at the end of it. Is it that you're not sleeping enough? Is it that you're not taking care of your skin? Is it that you're not eating healthy? Whatever it is that truly makes you happy, I would recommend that make time for it, because sometimes these things will not happen, other things will always come up. But if you make time for it, at the end of the whole process, you'll feel so happy. And the last thing that I learned this month was nothing groundbreaking. It's just that it's so important to take a break. For the last one and a half year, I've been working like a mad person. Like, I've been working 16, 17, even 20 hours a week sometimes. My weekends have always been working weekends. I haven't taken breaks. I haven't done anything at all. But this month is when I realized that I think it's high time I should take a break, step back a little bit, and I actively decided to do it. So this month I stopped work on time. I delegated a lot more. I did a lot more things. I got few more people on my team to make sure that things were happening smoothly without me being available for everything. I went for a quick staycation, and all of these things together just have made me such a happy person from inside. Like, I feel recharged. I feel rejuvenated. I just feel like I have more energy to do creative work, to do stuff that honestly really adds value to my life. And and I know that this is super basic, you already know this, but I've seen that very few people actually execute this. So if you feel like you are at a point where you probably need a couple of days off, take those days off and feel zero guilt about it. It's really, whenever we take a break, it's like we take a break, but then in our head we're always guilty, arey main break le rahi hu, arey something's happening. But those breaks don't really count for anything. So take a break, do whatever you want to do, sleep, maybe have a good meal, do whatever makes you happy. But like, taking these guilt-free breaks it's such a life-changing process. You come back as a completely new person. You come back with a completely new level of energy. So yeah, that was my third learning. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this series. It's more heart to heart. It's supposed to be more like a diary entry for me. But if you join me in watching this content, it'll make me happy as well. But I would in any case be making this every month for myself. And yeah, let me know how you like it, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye.